Macromolecules and network solids. Uh, these are large chains or collections of molecules that are bonded together. Network solids include ice, diamond, and graphite. And then another type of macromolecule is polymers, which is large chains of regularly repeating, if I can say the word, regularly repeating compounds. Uh, for instance, plastics are polymers, and DNA and proteins are biological polymers. DNA is made up of adenine and thymine and cytosine and guanine, and your A's and T's and G's and C's are in this regular repeating pattern of individual molecules called monomers. Proteins are made up of amino acids, so you have this limited number of building blocks that you use to build all of that. Plastics, it works the same way. You have these individual little things that they're all hooked together into this humongous molecule. I don't have too much more to say about that besides just that's kind of the basics of it. And when you're in person, we'll actually make a polymer. Those of you that are in cohort B, you made this polymer last week. This kind of shows how in diamond, which is made of carbon, you have bonds between each carbon atom is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms through a covalent bond. The covalent bond itself is actually very strong, but we'll learn later why covalent compounds have low melting points is because you can separate one covalent molecule from another. But a diamond is essentially just one giant molecule with all those carbon atoms bonded to each other. Graphite is also made of carbon, but instead of it being this 3-dimensional structure, the carbons are arranged in this 2-dimensional layer, and then you've got basically they're just stacked on top of each other and they're just loosely attracted to each other. Pencil lead is made out of graphite, and so as you rub your pencil across the paper, those layers of graphite will rub off in little sheets or layers and will actually attract themselves to the paper better than they do to themselves. So those layers will rub off onto your paper, but they're also not super strongly attached to your paper, which is why you can then use the eraser end and rub the graphite layers off of your paper. So that's where graphite and diamond, it's the same building block, carbon. They're just arranged in 2 different ways. Diamonds are bonded in 3 dimensions. Graphite, it's just a 2-dimensional structure, and they just slide past each other.